Good morning, y'all. What's up? I want to let you know that y'all need to stay away from people that you can't have too much around. I said what I said. You have to stay away from people you cannot have too much around. Whether that's too much of yourself, and there's just something about you that's just irritating them. Maybe you're too much, you do too much, you talk too much, you show out too much, you're always doing the most, whatever. Maybe you have too much and now they feel some type of way. So I woke up and I realized nothing should have stopped my pretty little behind from waking up and just talking to y'all sometimes. I know it's important to push out, quality, obviously, but YouTube's turned into the movies. Like, I'm seeing cinematic experiences on regular vlogs. So I think that's so amazing. But for the people who might feel intimidated to just hop on YouTube and film and talk and be yourself or whatever, I'm letting you know that we're still doing that over on the other section of YouTube where we're not as experienced, and it doesn't take away from what you have to say. I actually really wanted to talk about something that's kind of like, it got under my skin and then I ignored it, and then it got under my skin again and then I ignored it, and then it kept getting under my skin. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. I want to let you know that everybody in your life is not your friend. I know that sounds really silly to say, like, well, Danny, duh. But no, like, you might be the type, because I was the type, to keep around people you know are not your friends, and you still have so much love for them, or you hope that they heal, or that you hope the best for them, or you hope that they change, that you keep them around. And I'm letting you know that, like, keeping around the wrong people could actually get you killed. Like, we have seen it time and time again. Rest in paradise to those who have passed, expressing relief for those who are still here. There have been many situations, and it's unfortunate I have to say many, but there have been many situations where girls have been set up on a local level, on a nationwide level, on a news level, where there's a friend involved or there's a group of friends involved. Someone goes on a trip, somebody goes in a hotel, somebody goes here. Like, it's so scary that you can't even go to a hotel with your friends if they're really not your friends, and you may or may not know that. But it's like, it's so fearful that jealousy and envy and hate can drive that deep and that dark. That's flash shit. Okay, so I heard about it years ago. In the recent years that passed, of women who have gone on trips, women who have had nights out and gone in hotels, and they have ended up gone from this earth, deleted, and someone else most likely deleted them. I'm not going to get into any type of discussion because I'm not trying to spit no facts that are wrong. I don't have all the details, but I do see what I see, okay? I've had it where I almost went in a hotel and something that really could have happened, and I was just like, la, 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 we're drunk, we're happy, we're having a great time. And the girl who I thought was my friend, who was a black girl like myself, who was actually an older girl as well, tried to set me up with a violent ass. Okay, your girl learned her lesson that day. She sure did. I don't want to talk about that. That's not what I'm here for. But it happens so quick, and it happens so subtle, and you'll peep some stuff, and sometimes you won't, because there's so much going on around you. And if you have to be around friends you have to think around, that's the first problem. If you around somebody and you're like, did she just say something funny? Oh, okay. Did he just look at me weird? Okay. Why is everybody looking at me right now? Okay. If you have to do that, if you're overthinking the moment you're in with friends, that's already suspect to me. Like, I've had, it be the shadiness, and you don't understand how dark and deep that hate can go, and you don't understand what people are capable of. We are in a very hard society and economy where it was already bad. But, and once again, not getting into details, because I can only discuss things on a very superficial level. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what's going on with the economy. I just know shit's going south, or it feels like it. I know rent's getting higher. I know jobs are paying about the same, and it's not much to cover rent. I know the groceries went up. I know certain prices are going up. The cost of living is definitely going up. And that's not something I need to research. That's something I'm seeing with my own eyes as somebody who's trying to live. So that being said, you see it's getting harder out here. Okay, you can watch any type of video or analysis or whatever, or make your own connections and realize, when people are hungry and struggling and it's hard out here, crime will probably be higher, because now you have communities that are really struggling. And not only are they angry, depressed, whatever it might be, and mental health is vital, because if somebody's mental health is fucked, they will go over other people. We're not gonna get into all that, because I'm not trying to make this, we don't let the people who do their research on that talk about that. But you see crime going up, You see people struggling. You see people with roommates till they in their 30s. You see people are taking longer to find love and get married and blah, blah, blah. Because right now people just trying to like really survive, okay? Now, I don't, like I said, I don't know nothing about the economy. I'm not going to get into economy talk, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it's getting harder out here. I don't know if y'all been feeling that too. With that being said, people who have ill intentions are going to show themselves, and they're going to show themselves even more, because if we're in a world where things feel like they're getting harder, the simulation level got turned up to difficult. If we in a game and the difficulty level is high, and now you have your comrades around you, all right, the people playing the game with you, they're winning, or they're collecting more items, or they're more comfortable during their journey and their quests, you might feel some type of way. It's human behavior. It's, you know, it's natural, unfortunately. Envy, jealousy, etc. I think everybody can say they've experienced those emotions. It's what you do with those emotions and how you condition yourself to redirect that energy. You got to put it somewhere. Your girl box. If I get upset, I box. If I feel even the slightest bit of envy or jealousy, I work on myself. That's basically a mirror. Let me put these bagels in. When I'm feeling a lot of negative emotion, I usually have to look inward, because it's a mirror held up to myself of like, okay, bitch, but what are you doing? Like, what's good? What are you really feeling right now that you feel some type of way? And unfortunately, some people do not have that skill set or mentality. And so they just stay angry. They stay stewing in their own foul ass emotions, and they feel some type of way towards you and what you're doing. All right, so we've seen this time and time again, unfortunately, even with celebrities. I'm not gonna comment on that too, because I don't have the details, but you'll hear about friends at parties, and for some scary, odd reason, some suspect snake ass shit reason, women are leaving places maimed or not alive, and that's not okay. You should not go out with your friends and come back with any type of injury unless it was a like genuine accident, okay? You should not be out and have to worry about your life around the people that was closest to you, because that's scary. You know how much you might tell people close to you, you know how much trust you might put in that person. You might let them have access to you in ways nobody else has. Oh yeah, I'm sharing my location with you. Oh yeah, go in my crib real quick. Oh yeah, I'll be here at 4 o'clock. All those little pieces of information, if they're in the wrong hands, if they're in enemy hands, that's some Trojan horse shit, okay? And we're not doing no Trojan horse friendships. And this is no shade, no tea, nothing like that. Like, I'm not talking about anybody in my friend group. It been bothering me, because I keep seeing these cases where it's just like, why are we leaving parties and hotels? Like, that's why bitch don't be wanting to go out injured, or weird stuff happening, or this pack mentality happens and people be ganging up on people. Like, it's so animalistic in nature, if we're being honest. It's a pack-like mentality where you pick your one person, the one person y'all about to bully or hurt or fight or whatever it is, or end up injuring or attacking or coming for. I'm letting you know, if you have any friends that you feel like are not your friends for real, or you be peeping those sides of them and you're hoping that they'll heal and they'll fix themselves, I would highly recommend that you consider making them associates, like just a little demotion to associates, or like just a demotion to strangers. Because I'm telling you, like, it gets real, and you'll sit here and you'll put your trust in somebody, and the whole time they staring at you like, oh. A lot of times I realize it comes from like insecurities. The most judgmental people I've ever met, or the meanest people, have been the most insecure. Like, I've seen a pattern of that. It's always the insecure ones that act so tough and so mean and act like they know shit, and they try to judge you and make you feel weird and start questioning how you feel about yourself. You'll be over here confident, feeling good, and they'll have you second guessing yourself. It can happen in a relationship. It can happen with a friendship. I had a friend. We're not gonna get too into it because I don't want to talk about it for real. This was really like my best friend at the time. We was really traveling the world and having some crazy ass adventures together. But at the same time, despite all the beautiful adventures, and that's what's gonna be a takeaway, walk away with those memories and keep it pushing, all those beautiful adventures, the vibe, the energy, just feeling comfortable with this person. I always felt like I was being watched, observed. I've had this person admit that sometimes jealousy did play a role, and that they were tallying up which men were talking to me versus which men were talking to her, which is already a problem in itself, because like, I don't live for male validation. I capitalize off of it, but I don't live for, no. I don't know if I just grew up different. I don't know how I got to this point, and I'm so grateful, but like, you're not gonna see me fighting over a man, fighting over dick. That's embarrassing to me. As women, we already have it so hard in this world because we're under the male gaze and we're pit against each other constantly. social media is a poison for some of us. You don't even understand. Like, self-esteem just shot. Okay, and then you have to get in the real world with real other girls, and then it's a competition too. We not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's why I realized at just 26 with very, very, very few friends, because it's hard for me to get around other women who stay secured the entire friendship. We're not competing, no weird shit, because I feel like that's just a thing in your heart. I understand you have to like heal and get to that point, maybe, but like, I don't want to be your friend if you just feel some type of way. I've had multiple friendships. I just had another mini friendship, a little trial friendship, and this person was all, oh my gosh, no competition, all love, women banding together, and was talking mash about me behind my back, and would come sit up in my crib and eat my food, and we'd go take pictures, and we would do stuff for each other, whatever, smiling in each other's faces the whole time. They had a lot of negative things to say about me, very foul things, the entire time. I was just, okay. With the old friend, it was the fact that just subtle, weird, shady stuff. We were about to do shrooms for the first time, and some weird shit got said right before the trip. There was always weird commentary on like, oh, can I tear you down a little bit? That type of commentary. I don't even need to give examples, just weird, shady comments that are not compliments, obviously, and they weren't genuine concerns or constructive criticism. It was really just jab. Oh, what? It was really a quick jab type of thing. Like, hey, did you catch that? I just, hit a lick on you. You didn't even notice because I'm your friend, because you're going to dismiss it, because you're going to make an excuse for me, right? It was stuff like that where it was just, I can't compete. I can't. If you're insecure about things in life or yourself or whatever it is, that's one thing. But don't be insecure about a friendship, because I'm not competing. I'm not going to get next to a girl and be like, okay, who has a bigger butt? Who's prettier? Who's this, that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What is your soul hitting on? What is your vibe hitting on? Can I be myself around you? Because I look for soulmate type shit in my friendships too. It's not just like romantic. I look for that in my friendships. So I want to know it's all love, for real, for real. And if I feel like you feel some type of way, or if you're the type of woman that's going to go talk about other women, then who's to say you're not going to talk ill about me because you just talking about women ill in general? Like, it's just, So that being said, I've had people who've almost set me up before to be attacked, both, probably physically and sexually, I'm sure, or for something weird to happen to me. I've had people play the friend role, and the whole time I was like being watched like a science experiment or something, and they're watching my moves, and not only were they emulating my behavior and imitating like my mannerisms and everything I did on some like kind of strange shit. And I understand when you're around people, you copy them, but like, no, this is like okay, like, well, what are we doing? Okay, you're doing this, I might do this, while also criticizing. Not even criticizing, just shaming the very things I was doing, but then emulating them at the same time. Weird energy. And it's sad because they were a really, 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 really amazing friend. Very caring, a lot of love, very wonderful. You can be both. You can really be both. They were an amazing person. And I could sit here and say that. So, I've had friends that, will sit in my face and yeah. Or of course you have the people who want to see what they can get out of you, or they want to be around you because they think you have the potential to be successful, so then they can be part of like the crew or the squad, so they can also profit off of your success, your late nights, your early mornings, whatever it is, all the sacrifices you made to grind. They'll be by your side because they know they can get shit out of you because you're a nice person, you're generous. So I just want to let y'all know, be careful, because people like that are just fucked up in the head. And it's bad. And even in my own relationship this year, I'm now single, but I felt jealousy and envy. I felt like, and that's another thing. Sometimes when people's lives aren't going well, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear about what you got going on. I could have shit going to shit, and somebody could tell me good news, and I'll be excited for you. Not everybody is capable of that. So there are some people you just can't tell good things to. Sorry, that's just what it is. You got a promotion at work? Okay, better say hush, because, you're going to say it, and then it's just going to, okay. Oh, you made a creative career advancement? Okay, great. Oh, you came across some money? Like, some people do not give a fuck, and they're not obligated to care about you, but just be careful, because if you're around people where you can't even share your highs with, but then it's like, can you even share your lows with? Because it's like, damn, now they low and they're depressing. I don't want to be around them. Like, what can you share with them? If you can't share good news, if you can't share low news, like, that's a superficial friendship, and it's a shady one at that. So just be really careful. I just wanted to say that. It was on my mind this morning. Like, and I have people who still try to contact me who have clearly just been on the wrong type of energy. Like, it just got way too shady, way too suspect, and they still trying to wiggle their way back in. I'm like, no. Keep your Trojan horse ass outside. Thank you, back behind the gate, appreciate it, no access. And it's crazy because it's like, I'll be smart enough to peep like everything. I peep a lot. I not everything, but I do peep a lot. I still keep people around because I'd be hoping that they'll work on their healing, but that could really get you killed. Like, you have to really expect the worst of people. I know it's so sad, but like, you have to suspect that if you have a shady ass motherfucker around you, they might kill you in one fit of rage or emotion or jealousy or envy or whatever it is. They might injure or unalive your ass, okay? So I'm just saying, be careful, especially for my young, impressionable people, because I'm smart enough to peep it. And for me, I'm not a confrontational person because I know I'm fucking crazy. So it's like, I'll be trying to keep the peace so bad because it's like, if we have an explosion, we're not friends anymore. It's that simple. I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to argue. I ain't trying to not be your friend no more with drama attached to it. Like, let's just depart, and keep pushing our own separate ways. But I just wanted to talk about that this morning. Like, sip my morning tea and chat about that. Sometimes the better you do as a person and in life, the worse your friends become. Your friends. And not all of them, but it's just some people are not able to handle the idea of you living a better life, especially if that doesn't directly include them. They usually act right when you include them, but if it doesn't include them, now they act in some type of way. So I just wanted to come here and say, if you don't have a lot of friends, whatever age you're at, whatever it might be, and I'm actually very blessed right now. I have some pretty cool ass people around me. Like, I'm not even impressed or concerned, for real, but like, I know I've had some people around me. But yeah, if you feel like you don't have many friends, or if you're always by yourself, or you're lonely, it's okay. I want to let you know it's okay. We went through a whole 2020 thing. We're not even gonna say the word, okay? We went through a whole thing where we was inside. If everybody don't got social anxiety by this point, kudos to you. So between that and having to like relearn social skills and being out, and then on top of that, having to navigate who really is your friend and who's gonna fuck with you, whether you're low and you have nothing, or little to nothing, or you are up and you got your shit popping. Who gonna fuck with you on both sides of the spectrum and not feel any type of way when you're on either side of the spectrum, and vice versa? Like, that's a real ass, raw ass friendship right there. So yeah, like, between the fact that it's really hard navigating friendship these days because people are bitter and they got shit going on and they don't even know what to do because they're mad at the world, or they're mad at themselves, or they're mad at their situation. So they gonna lash out and unleash it on the people around them. That's another situation in itself, okay? The fact that if you didn't grow up with friends, I've always seen this. I saw a travel photo. It was two young girls. They were like, I don't know how old, but they're basically two best friends. The top photo was when they were young, and then they bought the same outfits, and they went to go travel to a whole new country together like 15 to 20 years later, like, to recreate that photo. I was like, that's beautiful. If I'm gonna be jealous of anything, it's gonna be like a healthy, happy jealousy, and it's that. I wish I had that. I wish I had the childhood best friend. I wish I had the friends I grew up in high school. Like, for me, I'm not gonna say my upbringing was super lonely. Like, yes, I had friends, but I never really had, like, I guess, the circle, or I always was the third one in a friend group, and then eventually I just kind of wiggled my way out, or whatever it was. Like, so I think friendship is beautiful, but if you did not have that childhood friendship or those high school friendships where y'all locked in, and even then, if your childhood friends are getting jealous and being weird, don't be afraid to cut them off too, or keep space. But yeah, like, if you don't have those locked in friendships, you are now out here trying to survive, navigate life, love, money, okay, family if you want one, and then now friendship, like, and you just on the day-to-day grind, and everybody's on social media behind a screen now. You know how hard it is to go outside and make friends the old-fashioned way? Like, I'm blessed for the people I know and I met in the real world in different countries and different places, because that's when I guess we were still going outside. Now, people are still going outside, obviously, but it's hard to meet people. Social media is not set up in a way for people to successfully meet or collaborate or anything like that. And I want to change that hopefully one day. But for now, it's hard. And everybody's hiding behind a screen of sex and ass shaking and the grind and the hustle or whatever it is. You don't know what people really want. You might have a guy friend who just wants to fuck. We all know that story. I'm not even going to delve into that side of things, because we already know. The male friend who switches up on you because he's not getting your pussy. Okay? because he can't get his dick wet. We already know that one. You have the female friends that are shady and they your friend, but they gonna go behind your back, talk about you, set you up, whatever it is. Like, it's exhausting. You're not alone. You're not crazy. I'm not saying you're perfect either. I'm perfect and everybody else is the problem. We're not also saying that. I'm saying a lot of people have a lot of healing to do, and it's hard to have friends out here. And you see it on both a local and celebrity level where people are getting into situations where they're being pushed into, because it's not their fault, they're pushed into shitty situations because the people around them are plotting on them because they're successful and they vibe, and people mad. People mad. You stay too pretty, people mad. You make too much money, people mad. You traveling too much, people mad. Like, and I get it, life is hard, but at that point you gotta log off social media. Other people are not the problem. You mad at this celebrity, you mad at your friend who's on vacation, you mad at this and everybody living their best lives. Now you angry at the world. Go do something with yourself. Just being honest. That's the honest truth right there in itself. What a great morning. I wish I did this more. I love to rant. I really do love to just talk, for real. I like talking to y'all. Thank y'all so much for giving me the space. I literally woke up out of bed and came here, made a bagel, and then started running my mouth. But yeah, I'm not perfect, and I'm sure there are moments I dealt with. It was more so in my youth of jealousy or just not understanding why not me. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that I wanted to take away whatever the person had. It's me trying to figure out how I could also get that or get the version of what I want. And once again, it's that looking inward, because one thing, I'm not gonna wish ill on nobody for them having some stuff. I'm not gonna wish harm. I'm not going to try to cause harm to anybody. And that's where some of y'all motherfuckers are different, because the plotting, terrifying. Honestly terrifying. The fact that you could sit next to somebody, like, I know friends be sharing beds. You be letting your friends in the crib, like, yeah, just stay here. Yeah, da, da, da. Like, the level of trust that comes with a friendship and why this type of is so manipulative and sad is honestly, like, it's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking and it's uncomfortable, because it's like, you supposed to be the person, you know? It's like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend slept with my best friend, and you know, those cliches, and they're cliche, but they hurt. That type of shit breaks you. That's the ultimate way to, like, break a person. Like, just weird like that. Oh, this friend did this and blah, blah, blah. Like, are y'all not grown? Go get you some money. Like, be fucking for real and go get you some money. Go get you some goals. Go get you some hobbies. Go get you some therapy. But I just want to let y'all know, avoid those people, please. Like, avoid them. You might try to keep them around, but ultimately, if that person's not working on healing, and you know for a fact, 100%, which you can never really know, that this person will cause no harm to you, stop. Just stop. Because you're giving second chances. You need to give yourself a chance at life and lack of injury. You don't know how far people will go. And people weird as, like, people are weird. They move so weird. So it's okay if you don't have friends in this day and age. It's really hard to have friends. I would say my advice for that, not that you have to follow it, because I don't know shit, but fall in love with yourself. I've been falling in love with myself since I was in my teens. Oh wow. Okay. Your girl is not shy. I've gone to concerts by myself. I've gone to whole countries by myself. I've gone to the coffee shop up the street by myself. Sometimes I still get nervous. Sometimes I don't. Now I just show up, because, like, baby, you in my world, my server. But that being said, like, start really vibing with yourself and you will find your right people. I've met friends while I'm out by myself that I wouldn't have met if I didn't go out by myself. Safely, of course. And, you know, making sure it was still fun. So, yeah. If you feel like you're a jealous person, I would say look inward. I highly recommend you looking inward. Figure out what you need to fix within yourself and your situation so you can feel better. That's literally what it is. It's called self-reflection. And yeah, you just have to be self-aware as well on top of that, and just understand why you're feeling this type of way. And you know what pisses me off? It's the lazy, jealous people. I hate to call people lazy, I do. But they be the people that look at you and they don't understand the sheer extent of how hard you are working your ass off to get the direct result of success. You work, you're gonna see success in some shape or form, something. You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna maybe burn 1 calorie, that's still success, baby. Like, maybe you strengthen your muscles a little more. You worked on your project, you worked on your craft for the day, you took a risk for the day, you're gonna see some form of success. It'd be the lazy people who don't want to take any type of risk or put in any type of work looking at you like, well, how'd you get that? Babe, I tried. I showed up. That was the first step. It'd be the lazy ones. And then when they start doing what you do, or they start doing what they need to do for themselves to get themselves where they want to be, it's, oh, this is hard. This is work. Yeah, that's what we're out here doing. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say and talk about real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Yeah, sometimes in life you're gonna have more luck with strangers, whether that's supporting your business, supporting your brand, supporting you as a person and a friend, or whatever it is, or even just a personality. You're gonna have more luck because strangers, like, they don't know you. They don't know you. For somebody who feels like they know you, or y'all came from the same place and it looks like you're getting ahead or whatever race they're in, or you seem more successful than them or whatever it might be, first off, evaluate that friendship, because why are they over there comparing? That's not the point. If y'all are not both uplifting each other and then rooting for each other once you reach those levels of ascension, that's a problem in itself. But yeah, you might have more luck with strangers because, I don't know, sometimes people have this hold on you where it's like, no, we came from the same city, like, stay together. We're not all being successful right now, so don't go do too much. Like, baby, do whatever you want. This is your life. This is your life. Like, stop letting people hold you back and be very careful because people literally pretend to be your friend just to get some shit or try to hurt you. It's weird. But that being said, on the other side of that spectrum, there are also very, very, very beautiful relationships. Okay, very healthy, very great relationships. I'm not saying that friendships, they don't argue, they don't fight, they don't have their moments. No, it's how you work through it, how you get through it. How grown are y'all to like have your moments and then like learn from them and like never wish any type of harm or like actual ill intent on each other? Well, you would think that's the easy part, but apparently some people struggling with that. Okay, like I'm telling you, jealousy and envy, it manifests into very malice forms. And I just don't think anybody's trying to be around all that for real, for real. So if you feel like that's harboring and stewing within a person, just know it's gonna get worse if they're not working on it. So you might be waiting for healing, and healing waiting for you to leave and walk away from that relationship or friendship so you can thrive better as a person and stop putting yourself in danger for somebody who might actually secretly hate you. Whoopsie. But no, for real though, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it. It was just a little thought. I woke up this morning, I was like, you're a loner. I became a loner and an introvert, and it's not because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's secretly crazy. Like, yeah, I have my moments in relationships, I'll admit. But outside of that, like with friendships, I be chilling. I be chilling for real. And I feel like people be starting stuff with me and I'm like, I just want to be on an island somewhere together. I want to take group trips. I want to have good friendships. I want to go out to dinner. I want us to grow together and be better. I want to do yoga together. I want us to hold each other accountable and feel good and live a happy life. Like if you got people in your life that are by your side that are not making you feel good or making you questioning feeling good, then you gotta make a change. And that's okay. It's hard to let go of friendships and relationships, but like sometimes you can't be your best self until you do. Sure, it's up to you on what you want to do. I'm not telling you to go stop being friends with whoever, but if you have moments where you walk away from somebody, you're like, that's a sign, baby. That's a sign. If you want to paint the red flag white, that's your business. But if you're going to keep painting it over and then you mad because over time it's showing its true colors, that's on you. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you on another video. Bye. Please stay safe out there. I'm the type of friend where if I love you, I will be dropping everything. And it's hard for me to drop everything because I take my time very seriously, but I'll drop everything to make sure you're good. And I got to the point where I don't do that anymore, for real, because I'm just tired and people move weird. So, anyways, I'll see y'all. Bye. P.S. I forgot to tell y'all, I've actually had to remove a romantic partner off my social media because they would sit there and they would watch my stuff and then they would come to me and have attitude. And I was just living. I was going out to lunch. I was doing whatever, etc. Like, I felt like they felt some type of way. We're taking that energy out on me. So I had to literally take them off my social media so they can stop watching me. Because at that point, it's like you want to see what I'm doing, but you also want to be upset about it. And that's so weird. So I had to take them off because I was like, you don't need to be in my business because you're not happy for me. Like, what? Be careful with that too. If you got little Bitmojis, bubbleheads, whatever avatars, I know they're people and I know they're your friends and family and whatever. But like, if you got people watching you and you feel like there's just this stale ass, quiet ass energy in the air, the energy just feels weird, make sure you tune into that too. I took a break from social media for that reason. The people I had watching you, I was just like, y'all seem like y'all feel some type of way. I can only assume, and I don't give a fuck, but I just don't want nobody sitting there harboring negative feelings towards me in my life, but then continuously watching me every time I post. Like, what? Anyways, just be careful who you keep around you, both virtually and in person.
Also, unfortunately, there are some people who feel like they're more powerful when they've taken something from you, especially by force. So all I want to say is watch who you keep around you, watch what you tell certain people, watch your drink, watch what your gut's trying to tell you, watch your wallet. When I go out, I don't even like smoking and drinking for real, and I don't even keep my banking app on my phone. Like, I just don't be trusting, for real. I don't be trusting, and it's sad it gotta be this way, but we gotta stay safe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.